Welcome back to the land. It has come on a fair bit since I've been here. I'm getting to that stage where I'm having to go off and do, obviously, normal work, and then try and squeeze back here when I can, just earn some money. But as you can see, they have been very, very busy. We've got the block and beam floor in. My dad's used Selcom blocks. He showed me on their data sheet that it's absolutely fine to do that. And they actually have a better thermal resistance for it. So I was like, yeah, go ahead. That's a great idea. Save loads of money as well. So let's have a little look around. So this is the light well. So you're going to get an idea now. So this is the stairs. That's like almost like the fire escape, if you like, for it. And there's the old the Delta pump down there and the other one, etc. So come round here. This is obviously the way in. So the last time I was here was an absolute nightmare, and I had a little bit of a breakdown and I had to sort of walk off the job. But I'm back now. Got over it. You see this has all been infilled now, all at the back here. It's all done, so you can walk down the sides. That's going to be a little alleyway. We go down the stairs. These are the bricks. Oh, I'm well happy with them. So these are the Van old farmhouse bricks that we went for. So I'm looking forward to seeing them up. It's going to be nice. So obviously we've had a fair bit of rain here. Bloody hell. So I might go and get my waders again. Because soon, what we're going to do is, obviously once we pump all this out, finish the block and beam floor. And I said to my dad, if we get a bit of DPM sheet from one side to the other, then technically this should make this sort of watertight. So if we keep getting this ferocious rain that we keep getting, then it'll keep it dry. Because the next stage for this is once we've cleaned all this out everywhere, pumped all the water out, I'm going to start waterproofing the walls with the Delta membrane stuff. So that's what we're going to do. But look at the basement, it's exciting, isn't it? So this is going to be the stairwell down here. Under the stairs, I want to build a sort of, now this is much later on down the line, and this is obviously money dependent and all the rest of it, but just want to put a bit of glass up and have like a fancy wine storage thing under there. I think that'll look really nice. When I say wine storage, it'll end up being a bloody shoe bin or something, won't it? Definitely. So it'll probably just end up being a big cupboard when I run out of money. But here what I'm going to do, this is going to be sort of like a big, I don't know, playroom slash gym area slash lounge slash don't know. But what I'm going to do is, obviously we've got another wall coming in front of this. We've got the waterproof slurry going over this, then the Delta membrane in front of that, and then you have brick ties out. And then there's another wall in front. So that's gonna, any water that goes behind hits the back of this, runs down into like a channel, and then the water gets taken out into that Delta pump down there. But we're gonna have one wall across here. Then what I'm gonna do, sounds ridiculous, but I'm gonna build a massive wall from out here, like a stud wall. I'm gonna go right across with that. And behind here, I'm gonna have a big TV, but you can walk down the back of it, and then I'm just gonna have massive cupboard storage area right around the back of this, so you can walk in. So you feel like you're losing a lot of space, but you could just put away so much stuff down the back there. So that's my plan there, just utilize this space, and then you're still left with quite a big square room here. But storage is key for me. I just that's all I'm after, is a bit of storage. So that's gonna be really good. What I was going to show you is this is going to be my little plant room under here. I'm going to sort of build storage here as well. That's going to be more storage. Cool. So in here, as you can see, is my plant room. That's where it all comes in. Got to obviously dress around all that, do all my waterproof slurry, work out how my electrics and everything else is going. That's why these sleeves are left longer, because we've got another wall in front of that. And once the other wall's in front of that, I'm going to use my multi-tool and cut that back nice and neatly everywhere and dress around. I've kept them away from each other because we're going to do a load of waterproofing around it. All the tape, you'll see these and later on in the series, but it's nice to sort of get bit of roof on the go. It's gonna be good. So that is that. That is the progression. Trying to hold the phone and do this is mad. But yeah, it's nice to actually be able to like walk around. It's good. Coming along, innit, gal? Hey? Coming along, innit? Yeah. Coming along. And they are the right bricks. I thought my dad was trying it and he was going to buy cheaper bricks, even though we spent 2 weekends trying to choose it. So yeah, that's it. It's coming along. So we're getting there. This is going to be, so obviously you can see where the basement wall ends there. This is where the actual ground floor wall is going to go up, sitting on a foot in there. So you can see that, and that's it. So it's coming along.
You have to get your knees to have a look at it.
Coming on.
Go like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Like that. And then you go like that, yeah?
Okay.
And then you go like that. And then...
Oh, that does look good. So that's a bird's beak joint.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, I think that looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have to let it go nearly off.
Yeah.
It's too wet to do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that then, Jim. That sounds good.
Yeah, but that ends up looking like that, yeah?
Yeah, no, I think that looks. I think with them older bricks as well, it'll look quite nice, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
They're really tight joints here, but you won't be really tight joints on the others, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, mate. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, let's do that then, mate. Right, whilst it's chucking it down again, I might as well stop doing some work and do some YouTube. So let me show you what this is all about, and what I was attempting to do. So obviously this is the sump pump. We've got two here. We've got one from Power Drain, which is Pedrolo. Big up the power tank. They make these are power drains as well. And it's very simple. As you can see here. See this here? Runs through. That's gonna run through. You can see it's got a fall on it. Oh my God, that's deep. And up there is a bit of drainage. So I can have a toilet or whatever in there. When you flush a loo, it runs down underground with a fall on it and terminates in the side of that. You see that in there? You see that? There you go. So, and once it's fell into this chamber, there's a special pump in there, and it has to be the correct pump. You can't just have any old pump in there. This pump, magically, I mean, when he told me about it, I was like, what? If you have tissue and poo, essentially down the toilet, this pump starts, it's so powerful, it creates like a vortex and just sucks the poo and all the tissue and stuff up the pump. And let's have a little look. Where are you? So can you see that one there? So that's a 2-inch fitting that goes in the wall, goes behind this wall, up, and then that's the 2-inch one, so that goes out and then down the manhole, right? So I had to put another little manhole up there because we're having 2 outlets and they needed to be independent. So I've tucked one into one side of the manhole and this one into the other side. So if they're pumping out or whatever, I know which one's doing which, etc. And this 1.5-inch one that comes down and taps into there. See it on the Delta pump? There, that one there, the grey one down there. That's it. So we're gonna get back under cover because we're getting soaked. So that's how that works. So it's very simple. So this is an independent one. So this is solely doing that 4-inch pipe. So that 4-inch pipe that's in there. So in that plant room, obviously, I'm gonna have the overflows and a toilet and all the rest of it. So that's just gonna discharge into there. Now I'm gonna have a little AAV in there, so I don't have to vent that stack. So for smells and all the rest of it, because out here, even though this is in a light well, obviously these can get very smelly, and these are not like airtight chambers, so you can get very stagnant, horrible smelling water in both of these chambers when it's done. So they ask for just a tiny bit of ventilation just inside them. So what I've done here is on the Delta pump, I've literally just come off and I've just tapped it into the side of this gully. This gully is obviously, once this is all concreted and tiled and all the rest of it, the rainwater will just fall into the gully. And then that one literally goes, ooh, and then into the Delta pump. So it goes in there, so that'll fill that up and keep that Delta pump moving and all the rest of it. And as you can see, just in the the vent part of it, I've just vented it. So, you know, there's fresh airflow going into there. On this one, which should be the smellier one because we're taking a toilet, this 2-inch pipe here, it goes through behind the wall, right up. And then I think I've shown you this on a previous video, but behind this wall here, it goes along and then taps into the drainage pipe. So the actual soil stack vent, which obviously the soil stack is then going to be vented all the way out to the roof. So there's ventilation there. So that's what that one's going to be like. So that's them 2 bits. This one here and that one there, as you can see, the builders have smashed it, so I'm now repairing it. But we've got a big cavity here. So this pipe, this duct, is going to come up inside the cavity and stick through there. So I've got 2 ducts, and that's just literally taking the cables, because obviously the pumps need power, the alarm system, the float switch, all needs power. So I'm going to pull the cables through here. I'm going to do it now before it's all concreted, just because why the hell wouldn't you do that? I think it's a lot easier. I could bring them cables out and that'll be prepped to go. Now, as you can see, what we've done is that's going to be, I've made like the biggest door I can get away with down here because the stairs come down obviously to there, and I've put a window in just to bring as much natural light in here as possible. There isn't going to be a lot, obviously, it's a basement, but made it as wide as possible. And under the window here, what I'm going to do is just bring the window board out deeper and have like a boxing cupboard down there, and then in that we'll have all my fuse spurs, alarm switches and all the rest of it. So I've just kept that as short as possible. So that's going to be as short as possible through there. So that's essentially that. Like I said, at the minute, what I'm trying to do when it stops raining is I just want to bring that duct and stick it through the wall. So I had the 2 pipes sticking up. As you can see, look, this one didn't break. So I just had them up like that. And then what I'm going to do is just stick that through there and bring the cables through with this this rope. So, and it's got snaps in it. So I'm just going to bring a new one of them up, stick it through there and bring the cables through. And then in here, obviously this is just an outside light well bit. So we're still going to waterproof this anyway. But this is just going to be the brickwork. So just going to have brickwork all the way down. And obviously a set of stairs. You can see the stairs there, whoop, going up out of the way because it's a fire escape. So that is that. So yeah, look, now it's stopped raining. So that was a perfect video because now I can crack on again. See you later. Right then, let's come and show you. It's nice, few courses going up, which is nice. Oh, sun's come out now as well. Yes. So look at this. Finally, the rain has stopped. So, come down my light well. So what a pig of a job this was. So I've made them in now. They're fully done. So I managed to just about pull the cables through. So they're all ready and through now. So I've done 3 there. So 1 for the pump and 2 alarms, float switch and alarm, I think. And I think on this one I only needed 2, but whilst I was at it, I pulled another one through as well. But believe me, through the 1.5 inches, that was a nightmare. So, and what I've also done is the pump that come with the power drain, I've just put a little plug on it on the end there. So if it does fill up, we just put an extension lead down there and that'll get that pump working. But now I've put the plug on it, I'm really tempted to fill it up and just test it. So, but you know, that's for tomorrow or another day. Tomorrow actually is my water regs course. As you might know, Valent are doing an Aspire program, which is to basically your journey on becoming just a gas engineer to installing heat pumps. Very similar to different courses and stuff like that. But I had a few courses that are out to date, water regs being one of them. So I'm off doing that tomorrow, and then I've got a low temperature course, and I think my ACS is up for renewal, and I'm trying to get all of that stuff wrapped up before the baby comes, because I've got a baby due very, very soon. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So it's all happening at the minute. It's all happening, but super excited about that. Yeah, I shall keep an eye on the progress for you and keep you in tune. Right, and then you forgot my bits of pipe. Ugh, take these up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Please go check out Powered Now. I've got a link in my bio. They're doing a fantastic deal at the moment. It saves so much time and makes your life a lot easier, so you can go enjoy the finer things in life.